Evening, everybody. Time for a late night soiree or a later evening soiree this evening. Songs on the topics of food and drink. I'm going to start off with song for a friend, the same friend I sang a song for last week. If you're out there, Jane, listening, this is an older song. Last week's song was about Jane playing trumpet in the park. This is a bit different. Jane came on holiday with us about 30 years ago. And when you go on holiday with somebody, you learn various things about them. And we learned that Jane had a drinking problem, which I've written a song about. You're waking in the morning, there's one thing that gets you up. It's that brown and steaming liquid running round inside your cup. Then at breakfast time it comes around, or just a little later. Your hand is reaching for that percolator. Drink more at the morning and afternoon coffee breaks. You know that if you miss it, you'll be asking for the shakes. Stay awake through the evening with another 2 or 3, or you'll miss the one at bedtime that gives you insomnia. Oh, it's coffee. Coffee. Black or white, 1 sugar or 2. You get out of the cup gets hold of you. Woo. Water cause you ought to if you're an ascetic. Too much tea will make you pee cause that's a diuretic. Coke will rot your teeth and you fall down from drinking whiskey. Not the stuff you're needing if you're wanting to feel frisky. If you're green and aware and educated, there's low alcohol, unleaded and decaffeinated. But if you don't get the real thing coursing through your veins, by the time the clock says 10:30, you're 3/4 insane off a coffee. Coffee. Black or white, 1 sugar or 2. You get out of the cup and the cup gets hold of you. Nescafe or Sainsbury's or Cafe Hard, go to the supermarket, you can put them in your bag. Just ground up beans from Kenya and Brazil, pour in boiling water, you have to drink your fill one day. Archaeologists digging down will find our bones are all stained brown in the excavation of a departed nation who all succumbed to the palpitations caused by coffee. Coffee. Black or white, 1 sugar or 2. You get out of the cup gets hold of you. Woo! Coffee, right. So, starting the day. Second song's food stuff to start the day with. It's about breakfast cereals, about muesli. It's the only song in which I yodel, or shall I say attempt to yodel. Fill in the correct notes if you can sing them. Written quite a few years ago, but with revised recently. Muesli's the Euro breakfast. Oh, muesli is PC. It's the healthiest, friendliest cereal environmentally. Eat 100 grams each morning, so the men in Brussels say. You'll be halfway up a mountain, yodeling with a Swiss milk maid. Muesli, 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 muesli. Now the traditional cereals, they have all been dropped. like crunchy syrup icicles and atomic blasto pops, with a surprise in every packet, so before you even know it, there'd be a plastic damn air spacecraft which halfway down your throat. Muesli, 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 muesli is so nutritious if you analyse some hits, made up of rolled oats and a wide variety of bits, swept up off the floor after a 14-trolley pile, up in the cereal section of a supermarket aisle. Muesli, 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 muesli. So, what a way to start the day. May I make the suggestion? You usually choose muesli to aid with your digestion. Not only is it nutritious, not only is it nice, but it shows such solidarity with rabbits, hamsters, gerbils, rats and mice. Muesli, 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 muesli and a glass of water, I think, after that. Right, let's have a look. Oh yes, what are we doing? Yes, this is right. This one needs to be after 9 o'clock watershed. It's a friend of mine, Mary Ann Rogers, inspired this one because she said, she used the phrase referring to crash pie, which was, well, you'll find it in the song. The Jenkins at the big house ate roast salmon. The Murrays at the Grange, they dined on beef. The Ponsonbys sat on futons, nibbling on their croutons, called on the butler for aperitifs. But there were 17 of us in hovel cottages, poor and simple, honest and upright. Though our meals were less auspicious, they were frequently delicious. Once a week we all knew sheer delight. Crash pie, crash pie. Friday nights we'd always have crash pie. Look what Papa's brought for tea. Mama said it's food for free. All us kiddies cried, whoopee, crash pie. Now it's sad when little animals get run down on the roads, but here I must try to be discreet. For when the cupboard's bare and you're tearing out your hair, you sometimes have to scrape to make ends meet. Papa knew that he was the provider. He'd leave us kids to get a table laid. And when darkness fell, he'd go out walking with his bag and with his spade. For crash pie, crash pie. Friday nights we'd always have crash pie. Hapless little birds and beasts, inadvertently deceased, they set our table for a feast. Crash pie. From one sorry little weasel crushed in a pool of diesel, our range of food that wider than you'd have thought, to a circus elephant one day who sadly ran away to meet a speeding mega juggernaut. There is no impropriety in dietary variety. There's almost nothing you can't grow to like. Badger, squirrel, fox and rat, all in one ready spread pate. And hedgehog too, if you spit out the spikes. They're in crash pie, crash pie. Friday nights we always have crash pie. Nothing ever goes to waste in this nutritious meaty paste, with just a hint of tarmac taste. Crash pie. And so fallen remains become something sustains. Waste not, want not, simply watch and wait. When you see it my way, you'll realise the highway is no more than one great big dinner plate. This bountiful supply will never fail us. Long as folk keep driving, we survive. Life is so much sweeter if you're not a fussy eater. Think about it, practice thrift and thrive, and eat crash pie, crash pie. Friday nights we'd always have crash pie. Who needs mutton, who needs pork? Each time you go out for a walk, remember, take your knife and fork, crash pie. Right. Okay, where are we? Oh yes, a song, slightly more serious, but that is Water. But this song is called Sister Alcohol. Oh, Sister Alcohol, I know you can make a good man smile. Provide a little company, ease him through his trials. Relax the tension, let time wind down real slowly for a while. You're as old, Sister Alcohol, as the total human race. Look at all those lines, woman, upon your face. You never change, do you? You're still the same delight and same disgrace. Young boys stand in line, you're the one they want to see. Grown men excuse themselves, seek your company. Old men hammer on the door, wondering if you're free, but that's not where I want to go. Oh, Sister Alcohol, you make a man so brave and bold. If he gets a little lonely, offer him a hand to hold. But if you become his mistress, girl, you prove so cruel and so cold. My parents told me you and I should never even meet. You would prove so strong, I would find myself so weak. I should never dare to kiss you, not even on the cheek. Oh, but that was so long ago. It's that time of the evening, stars above are shining bright. You get up and draw the curtain, in your eyes a certain kind of light. Sorry girl, I gotta go. I do believe it's time to say goodnight. Oh, Sister Alcohol, you can make a good man smile. Provide a little company, help him through his trials. Relax the tension, let time wind down real slowly for a while, for a while, for a while, for a while. Right, we've got through, we've had crash pie, we've had a glass of wine, we've got through to, I think, a a Scandinavian dessert. This was written actually with the help of a couple of friends called John and Paul. I forget their surnames, but and it's slightly rude. This needs to be after 9 o'clock watershed. I apologise for this. I couldn't resist it, but it's in Norwegian it isn't rude at all. I once took a trip, or should I say, this trip took me a very long way up the coast of Norway in a ship on the sea. I met a young woman there I really wanted to know. She was sweet, she was 6 feet and blonde, she came from Tromsø. Her name was Ingrid, I asked what she did, she worked in a bank. She had a boyfriend called Eric who got run down by a tank, poor Eric. I took her for tea in a reconstructed Viking hall. Scandinavian gravy and highly nutritious meatballs. Meatballs. I looked in her eye and called her my own dear sweetheart. Her response, it was prompt. All that she said was dampen your farts. I was momentarily nonplussed, but then I realised this is a common phrase in Norwegian, meaning go slow, take it easy, reduce your speed. Her smile was so kind, I did not mind, we returned to our food. Time now for dessert, wasn't it good? Norwegian pud. Right, I'd better be a bit saner to finish with. This is been called various things, called Evensong, written about, oh dear, 30 years ago. But as with a few songs, I've rewritten the last verse much more recently this week. So they keep chopping and changing. But it's an end of the day song, and it's about finding your sort of needs are met by somebody, by God, outside yourself. It's been a long day and I'm feeling hungry. I find the table spread, you waiting for me, just as you always said you'd be. Oh, I do not believe I could deserve your love. It's been a long day and I'm feeling thirsty. Then you pour out your wine, give to me a promise, for now and for all of time. Oh, I do not believe I could deserve your love. feeling weary, you give to me a rest. The door swings wide, I step inside, an ever-welcome guest. Oh, I do not believe I could deserve your love, your love, your love, Jesus, your love. Good night. More next week.